Here's part 2, a detailed base tutorial of this look. I started out by using the face glue by NYX Cosmetics, and I love to use this to just really secure my foundation, so I'm going to put this all over. For foundation, I'm going to use the Bosma foundation stick in the shade 14. I love the shade because it's not super warm. I'm going to be putting this all over with my IT Cosmetics No. 7 complexion brush. For concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Crema Catalana. I like to put this underneath my eyes, on my forehead, above my lip, and also on my chin. While my concealer sits, I'm going to be using the Morphe Shapelifter Micro Contour Sticks in the shade Sharpened. I like to take this section at a time, so I'm going to start with my hairline area, and then I'm also going to place this on my cheeks as well. Blending this out with the Sephora 56 brush. I love how creamy and easy to blend these products are. You guys were wondering about my blush placement, so here it is. I'm going to be starting out with the Persona Cosmetics blush stick in the shade Kiss. I'm going to be applying this with the Painted J16 brush. I like to focus most of the pigment at the corner of my eye and kind of diffuse the edges with my brush. Tapping it into the skin. I'm not too worried about how pigmented it is because I am going to wash it out a little bit once I blend out my concealer. But I do love to blend this upward towards my temple, into the eye, and also towards the apples of my cheeks. Then I'll go and blend out my concealer areas with the same brush, the IT Cosmetics No. 7 complexion brush, and just tap that all in. Going back into the Morphe Shapelifter Micro Contour Stick in the shade Sharpened, I'm going to also contour my nose and just blend that out with the Sephora No. 56 brush. I'm going to brighten a little bit more with the e.l.f. Matte Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Neutral. I love applying this pretty much in the same areas with just a little less product. So above the lip, under the eyes, on the chin, and forehead. And I just blend that out with the same brush. I also love to use this Tarte dual-ended brush as well. I'm going to be setting all of my concealer areas with the same powders, so the Beauty Creations Pretty Pressed powder in the shade Barely Beige to really brighten, and then also the Huda Beauty Loose Baking Powder in the shade Peach Pie. Every single area where I put concealer, this is where I'm putting those powders. Then to set all the areas where I just have foundation only, I'm going to be setting with the One Size Tone Up the Base powder in the shade Medium Dark 1. So this is literally where there's no other sort of cream products, just the foundation. Then going in with the Laura Mercier Bronze Color Infused Bronzers in the shade 40 Rivera for my forehead and cheek areas. And then for my nose, I'm going to go in with the shade 30 Canes for just a lighter contour. I do like a little bit of more glow, so I'm going to take the MAC Cosmetics Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Gold Deposit and just sweep that over all of my contour areas just to give it a nice glow to the skin. Going back in with a blush, I'm going to be taking the Tower 28 in collaboration with Tony Bravo blush in the shade Sunset Shirley. Using the other side of the J16 brush by Painted, I'm going to pretty much be doing the same thing as I did with the cream stick blush and just placing that mainly towards the corner of my eye, but then diffusing the rest of the color everywhere else. For lips, I'm lining with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat liner in the shade Foxy Brown, and then for a nude pink, I'm using the MAC Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Blankety and just placing this right into the center of my lips. Then sometimes I'll go back with my liner just to make sure that everything is blended. And for gloss, I'm going to be using the NYX Cosmetics Butter Gloss in the shade Eclair. This is such a cute bubblegum pink, and I'm just going to apply this all over. For a setting spray, I use the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist Spray, and then also to melt the powders, I use the Trixie Cosmetics Natural Finish Setting Spray as well. This combo, you guys, is so good. I actually recently went to the fair and had my makeup on for hours, and this combo made my makeup last so long. It was absolutely amazing. For some faux freckles and beauty marks, I use the Freck XL Freckle product. And for brow gel, I just used the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. Didn't fill my brows in at all, just went for that natural fluffy brow look. And that's pretty much it for this look, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the eyeshadow tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!